And these are the words, thus the Lord Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah, talking about the northern and the southern kingdom. For thus said the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Talking about the elect. For it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that I will break the yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. So we coming into a time of Jacob's trouble, man. And so we definitely have to prepare ourselves. And how do we prepare ourselves? We prepare ourselves spiritually, man, because this is definitely a spiritual war more so than a carnal war. You know, we are the Lord's chosen people. We're talking about you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which make up the 12 tribes of Israel. So our fight is not a carnal fight, man. It's not a carnal battle, but mainly a spiritual battle. You know, we are a spiritual people. First of all, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahweh Shai, Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahweh Shai, Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahweh Shai, the water, Kwam Yasharala. Give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teaches truth, the 100% truth. Because a lot of these other Israelite groups will not teach this. Some of these groups don't even teach that it's going to be a Jacob's trouble that we're about to go into. A lot of these other groups won't teach about the MOTB being the CHIP. What inspired me to do this lesson this morning, I was watching a brother, I think he's from GMS, New York, and he was doing a lesson about, he was watching another brother from GMS, Dallas, one of the saints out there, where he was talking about a vision that he had, or a dream, about the concentration camps. You know, we know the concentration camps are going to come in play during the time of Jacob's trouble, you know, because they're going to use that as a form of either forcing the MOTB on you, or the CHIP, or, you know, if you don't take it, you know, you're going to be locked up, you're going to probably be tortured. And what kind of inspired me, you know, listen to the brother talk, you know, he was saying, because he had a vision as well, and I've had vision or dreams about it too, being in these concentration camps, man. And I don't know if it was from another brother's dream or mine. Sometimes I get these things, because it's been so while since I had mine, that they had a lot of Jakes, you know, some were being tormented and tortured, you know. And I think one brother was saying in dreams where he was like peeling people's bodies apart, you know, cutting people's bodies apart, peeling the flesh off, you know, while they were still alive, you know. And it's kind of reminds me back when I go back to, because I was studying, you know, right now I'm up here in Virginia, and I came through that area where Nat Turner was, and I was kind of listening to the history while I was driving through. And I was hearing, you know, how they, you know, how Nat Turner, you know, I already known this, but, you know, how they, once they hung him, they took him and filleted his skin off. You know, they made purses and pocketbooks and shoes and, you know, all type of memorabilia out of his skin, you know, and his bones and all those things, you know, because these are the devils, man. You know, that's how the devil do. And, you know, so don't think that when we come in that time of Jacob's trouble and they get you them labs, man, what they're going to, different type of tortures, techniques that they're going to use on you. You know, they're going to do these things in front of you to convince you to go ahead and take that MOTB. And I think of, you know, when it goes back to Antiochus, you know, how he was, you know, during the time of Hellenism, when he was forcing our people, and he would put them on the rack, he would gut them open while they're still alive, and he was torturing them, like he tried to do our great elder Eleazar, and you know, and the mother and her seven sons, you know. So, you know, the spirit hasn't never left Esau Edom. You know, they do these things, I'm quite sure, through the spirit. I know they do these things behind the scenes, you know, maybe by homeless people that they catch, or these people, these young kids that they get, that they disappear off the map, that's come up missing. But it's going to be how much more so during that time, man, when Jacob's trouble come. You know, when they bring Jacob's trouble in here, they're going to gather up, because they're going to use that as a tool to bring in these draconian laws and put you in those concentration camps, and therefore going to force you have to take these MOTB. And like the brother was saying in this video, you know, Elon Musk, you know, because he, you know, head of that Europe, what's called Neuralink, and he's got a, you know, powerful position in his administration. You know, quite sure he's going to try to implement and bring his ideas on, which, you know, that's going to be that brain seal. And so we definitely approaching those times, man. You can just see the puzzle and the pieces coming together. We know that we're close to that time, you know, so we have to be mindful, stay prayed up, you know, fasting and meditating in this word, man. Reading, you know, being diligent in this truth. But yeah, you can look at Elon Musk, man. He just like he has no spirit in him at all, man. He has like a wicked persona about him, you know, like he has no feelings, you know. So you can imagine, you know, some of the things that he probably seen or partook in, and the things that he's looking forward to doing in the future, you know. And this dude ain't even from here, you know. He's like from South Africa somewhere, you know. You know, they got them real demons down there too, you know. You can imagine some of the shit they done to our people over there. Because Israelites, we are in South Africa, you know, we fled into South Africa, and, you know, the interiors of Africa, and mainly on the west coast of Africa. So, you know, but yeah, I just want to kind of hit that. Wasn't meant to be long, but like I said, for thus said the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. And ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. It's gonna be like a horror show, man. You're gonna see some shit that you're not gonna be, you can't prepare yourself for, you know. And you know, some people in them war zone areas, or, you know, may have seen some things, but here in Babylon the Great, we don't see that type of stuff, you know, on a daily, if you see it at all. You know, you might see somebody get shot, stabbed, or something like that every now and then, but we talking about total carnage and things that they're gonna do, man, to our people, and things that you're gonna see, and it's gonna be on display. And it was crazy when I was coming here. Like I said, I was traveling through the place called Emporia, Virginia, and that's where the slave insurrection took place. And like I said, you know, they caught a lot of the people that took part in what they call a rebellion, man. But they was fighting for their lives, man. And yeah, they're rebelling against a wicked ass system. But I think it was like 40, they say, probably a lot more. I know they butchered a lot of people along the way too. Any black that they would catch, you know, they was butchering after the rebellion. And they would take their heads and put them on poles and line them on the street. It's called Highway 58. And I was driving down the highway at the time, you know, the coincidence. When I was listening to that, I was, damn, where's Highway 58? And I looked, okay, this is Highway 58, that's right. And they call it Blackhead Road, because they used to take the heads after they cut them off and put them on the stakes and let them, you know, sit out there as a warning to all the slaves, you know, to strike terror and fear into the other of our people. And you mind you, now in that area, you know, this is where a lot of the so-called, these were a lot of these slave ships came in and brought a lot of our people over here, not too far from that area. So, you know, a lot of Israelites up in that area. And then the part that Nat Turner was trying to get to was a place called Jerusalem. That ain't no coincidence, man. You know, he was inspired through the Bible. And the Lord may have put in his spirit, you know, the Lord sent the angel out for him to do that, you know, to put them damn devils to death. But, you know, that's just a time, you know, it's just kind of wild, a coincidence, you know, with all. You know, those are our people, man. Those are people of the Bible. Same shit happened in 70 AD. That shit they did to Nat Turner and the so-called rebels, the same thing's gonna happen because the Lord gonna put that spirit on E again in these last days and time, man. And he's gonna be revealed for the wickedness that he is. Yeah. You know, the Lord is peeling back the layers, man. And this devil, he's been put into a corner, and anything that's put into the corner, they know they're going to react eventually, sooner or later. And now you have Trump in the White House, and they have that spirit of entitlement again. So, you know, no telling what might happen, man. And then, you know, then again, they might try to, you know, take Trump out. And they take him out, you know, they're gonna really come out the woodwork. All type of shit gonna jump off. So we really had a delicate time, you know, and it's a beautiful time because, you know, we want to see this shit come to an end. World War III is about to pop off. You know, Jacob's trouble, you know, at any time. So we have to be prepared, man. With that, hopefully this lesson edifies. Shalom.